this product right here is like the perfect things to start with. We have this little jar candle. I love me a good jar. If you don't know what to do with your jars after you went through the whole candle, I have a few ideas for you. But this one, let's just get into all the smells since it is a candle. This one is from Brooklyn Candle Studios here in New York, which is amazing. I love a good New York-based brand. And it smells so good. It's just a basic white candle, but the smell of it is so nice. As you see here, it kind of breaks down all the little notes within the smells, which I love. I never knew that candles had like notes of other things, like kind of like a wine. So this one says that the top note is mandarin, the middle is lavender, and the base is jasmine blossoms. Doesn't that sound so nice? And you can really smell all of that. Like in the top, it's a little bit more citrusy, and it really rounds out with like more of that lavender feel. Definitely feel, you definitely smell, sorry, like that mandarin that they were saying, and the lavender and the jasmine blossoms. Like it's all in there, and I love, love, love it. I think it is so cute. It's a super basic candle. However, this has been lasting me a long time. I have had it for the 2 weeks that I have been in jury duty because I was supposed to do this live a few weeks ago. And you can see that I've really been using it, and it burns very, very slowly. Like this wax has lasted me a very long time. I light it about every single night, unless I am not here. So that is a lot of wax left. I highly recommend, if you love candles, and especially if you love like one like scent for a very long time. Like I'm not a person to buy a bunch of candles and then have all of them kind of just lighting in different times. This is really the only candle that I have with me right now, and I think it just smells super duper good. Like everything about it is just like the scent that I want. It's very relaxing, very calming. We've talked about lavender on here before. And lavender is just a great, great scent for sleep, relaxation, things like that. So this is like a very relaxing, very calming candle. I highly recommend it. Obviously, we're on here. And you're also going to be supporting a local brand, which I think is great. Again, things to do with when you are all fully done with this candle. I think I'm going to light it. Things to do when you're fully done with this candle. Since it comes with a lovely jar lid, you could use it for like literally anything. I like to use mine personally to hold like cotton balls or Q-tips, things like that within the bathroom. I also like to, she's really lit, huh? She smells so good. You immediately like can start smelling all of the scents that the candle has. I'm gonna leave it over here so you guys can see it. Oh, it's so cute. I'm gonna just be very careful. But it smells so, so good. I can smell it like right away, as soon as it starts burning. And like I said before, it's going to last a very long time. Like this candle really just burns and burns, and it still just has that little puddle on the top. And I'm like, wow, like this is a really good candle. So I highly recommend it. But like I was saying, once you're done with it, definitely just clean it out. There's a few ways that you can clean out candle wax within it. One of them is filling up the candle jar itself with water and just waiting until all the water releases the wax that's left over on the bottom. I believe that you can also try to freeze it. You can also try to just scrape it out. That's always an option. But once the jar is fully clean, I highly recommend also using it for like things like leftovers or within your kitchen. using it for like leftover sauces, leftover dips and things. I make a lot of homemade sauces and homemade dips, so I've just been kind of reusing those candles, obviously cleaning them and then reusing them in ways that are sustainable for my home. And this can also even include if you're wanting to make something like a cake in a jar, which is always super duper fun, especially if you have nieces, nephews, sons, daughters, grandchildren, etc. It's super fun to do with them, and it'd be a great way to reuse all of the items and all the candle jars that you guys have. Because I know I have had so many, and I'm just like, what do I do with this candle jar? I don't want to just throw it out. So this is just some ways that you guys can continue sustainable practices in other ways. Especially if you're gonna be spending $20 on a candle, you're gonna want to keep the jar. Okay, you're not throwing that jar out. I don't think you are. But of course, now that we pointed to the price, there is always going to be an exclusive discount when you shop on live with me that gets carried over in your cart. So I highly recommend to come on any live and see what they are offering for you guys, because it's always a great, great deal. Not just my lives, but anybody's live here on Verishop. Highly recommend. But yeah, let's just keep it moving. That was just our first product. And by the way, it's called the Love Potion. I don't think I ever mentioned the name of the actual scent. I did mention the tones, but it's called Love Potion. And I think that's perfect. That's like the first thing that really gravitated me towards it, Love Potion. I thought it was very 90s vibes, especially when like Sabrina the Teenage Witch type of thing. So I liked it. I enjoyed it. Still been loving it as it's lit right here. It's gonna stay lit the entire time that we're on live. So if you guys have any more questions about the candle, feel free to hit me up about it. But I'm gonna just move on, talk about something else. As I don't know if you guys know, but I'm 21. I just turned 21 last year, October, and I have been trying to make